guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun white trips weak. Pros X go. On one. Ready?
Ready. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, OneGreatUser, back with another HuddleGG tip video. Listen, I read your comments, and I understand what the people want. Shout out to my guy, Dog Time. I read it, man. We need more Blitz videos. User, please. I see you. Michael Jones, could you show me more zone and Blitz? Thank you. I see you. D Mark 1, great video, man. Can you post blitzes out of 4-3 formation? Hey, man, just wanted to let you guys know I read your comments, and guess what? I'm here with an answer. You already know. This video is about showing you guys how to blitz, to properly blitz, the concept of blitzing, as you would say, the concept of blitzing. A lot of people just send people and really not understanding the concept and not understanding why they're not getting pressure or getting heat. But the concept of blitzing, and you can take this concept and basically use it in anything that you're comfortable in. Now, how good it's going to do versus other formations and that, you'll have to be able to adjust from there. But that's what this video is about, the concept of blitzing, that I hope you'll be able to understand how to, basically blitz and be better at blitzing. As always, y'all know I got the YouTube video, OneGreatUser. Make sure you go through, like, subscribe. I appreciate it. All right, boys. Let's get into it. Y'all know basically I'm known for blitzing. I'm known for cooking up some type of hot defensive concept. So right here I have the Miami defensive book. Now, everyone knows how you can, and I also saw a tip where a guy was asking, hey, I'm in a sim league. I'm not allowed to move players. Well, I think double A gap will be the best blitz that you can have if you're not allowed to move players. But I'm not a sim player. I don't know. I'm not in a sim league. I'm not even sure if you can move your user. If you can't move your user, double A gap is definitely the best that you can have with blitzing. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you basically the concept of blitzing out of 3-4. 3-4 isn't as great as bringing pressure as it is out of a nickel 3-3-5 odd this year, but at the end of the day, I'm just showing you the concept. All right, we're going to start it off with a pinch dog 2 press. Pinch dog 2 press. I'm going to also go over 4-3 in this video. So this video is going to be a little bit longer than I normally have, around 8 minutes. So just stick tight with me, boys. All right, I'm going to go against bunch. All right, let's just go bunch spacing. Bunch spacing, dog press. All right, and the first thing, I'm basically showing you how to blitz. Let's not worry about if the pressure comes or all that type of stuff. When you're going against a compressed formation, okay, when you're going against a compressed formation, and I'm baselining right here, so you can see how the linebackers and stuff would normally look. All right. When you're blitzing, and this is the same concept. Imagine, all right, if this is 3-3-5 rod, only difference is this linebacker, he's right here because he's playing the nickel back. So it's basically the same concept. It's just he moved from here to here, and it's the same thing whether you're in 4-3 or anything. One of the guys are going to be standing or overlap with somebody. All right. Now, when you're blitzing, you got to understand blitzing is high risk and high reward. Most people think that blitzing is just, oh man, it's great, it's just automatic, I'm gonna get a stop, and there's nothing that I'm risking. No, there's plenty of things that you're risking, because there's counter to everything. A lot of people may say this is cheese or that is cheese, but I'm not gonna lie to you. You can counter everything in this year's Madden, and it's probably been like that the last couple of years where there is a counter. And so most pro players have learned to adapt and counter. So blitzes like the nickelback blitzes from years past and all that stuff, yeah, they were hot, but they were big high risks and rewards. And you got to understand, if you're willing to blitz, if you're willing to let it hang, you got to be okay and accept the fact that if my blitz doesn't get there, or if he calls up the right route combination, there's a possibility for me to give up a big play. Now this year, unlike last year, the flats were, the deep blues would cover the flats. But this year, the flats don't really get covered by a deep blue. They can easily get 10 yards. And that's one of the first things to stop a blitz is a flat. And if you're playing somebody and they're blitzing you and they're not going to, and you're not going to the flats, if you're playing somebody and you're blitzing them and they're not going to the flats, that's a great ideal situation to start blitzing. That's why you usually blitz when you get a person in a 3rd and long and all those type of situations, because you don't want them to go to the flat. The flat pass is the killer of the blitz. All right, and I'm just going to show you this right here. This is I'm going to turn this into basically a cover 3 blitz. Purple, and as you see, all right. So this is basically the same thing that you would do out of 3-3-5 wide. Okay, I'm going to crash those dudes out. Okay, now watch. I'm going to go. Now I'm going to put this dude in the flat, put that dude in the corner, put that dude in the street. Okay. Now you're going to see the pressure, but you'll see how the flat is open. Okay. So that's the problem when you blitz. If a person is willing to take the flats, then you got to understand that this year deep blues won't cover the flats. Now, if I was usering on defense, I would have had my user down here in the line, and I would have been able to hit the line. And all it is, blitzing is sending more than the people are blocking. That's it. There's no special magical way. Only thing that was glitchy, I know you're probably thinking, user, I want the glitches. No. The only thing that was glitchy this year was the 146. And if you notice, the patch came out, yesterday. Not sure when this video might be uploaded. It might be Friday. But the patch came out this week. Yesterday for me when I'm making this video. The 146, that was the only thing where it was glitchy, where the running back would not pick up the DB. But other than that, now it's simply numbers. Send more people than they are blocking. That's it. So when you hit the line, and so I want you to see, okay, the flat is open. And that if that person is willing to take the flat, that's something you got to give up. But let me show you. You're saying, well, user, I didn't see the heat come in. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to do the same thing here, same coverage as y'all saw. Now, I'm going to take this user, all right, and what you would normally do, you'll hit the line, and you'll hop back. That's what you see a lot of people doing with their users. They hit the line and hop back. Now, I won't be able to throw this with the flat because I don't have no octopus hands or nothing like that. I got one hand, people. So you'll see, I'll hit the line, boom, that guy comes free, and then you throw it to the flat. And what's the concept? There's no different concept. The only thing I did was send more people than was blocking. That's why when you see people run 3-3-5 wide, they say, well, I'm forced to block my running back. That's what 3-3-5 wide does. It's nothing special. This is 3-4. This isn't nickel 3-3-5 wide. It's just the concept of blitzing. You're sending more people than are blocking. As you see, I hit the line, I hop back on the user, and that's how it would typically look. And the reason why I'm doing this, I'll say this once again, I'm doing this out of 3-4, so you will understand that it doesn't matter what formation you want to run. It's the concept. Why people running 3-3-5 wide? Because they're audibling down from 3-3-5 normal and having DBs out there, linebackers. DBs are a lot faster and agile than linebackers. That's why you want them. DBs animate when linebackers don't. DBs play like they have lurker. Linebackers don't. So that's why they're audibling down from 3-3-5 normal to 3-3-5 wide. Has nothing to do with the actual formation, because it's the same concept no matter what formation you're in. Whether it's 3-4, 4-3, 4-6, whatever. It's send more people than there is blocking. Now, and that's what I was showing you right here. As you see, when you hit the line, that registers that you're sending 6 people. And that's what most people are doing with the blitz. They're taking their user, hitting the line. And when you hit the line, guess what? The person has to make a quick read. He either has to go to the flat or he has to make a quick check down read. And what most people are going to try to start doing is blocking. Blocking the running backs, blocking the tight ends. And that's what you really want as a defender. If you have a person that's going to automatically start blocking this running back you've won. You've won. That's the concept of blitzing. Because the reason why you've won, instead of having to guard 5 people, you're only having to guard 4. If they start max protecting, that's another win. Because now instead of having to guard 4 people, you only have to guard 3 people. So don't get upset when people start blocking. That's why you have to adjust. The key to Madden is adjusting. You have to be able to adjust to whatever the person is doing. And like I said, I'm not a Sims player. I'm not even sure if the word adjust is toxic in y'all community. Y'all might hate that word adjust. I don't know. But in our community, competitive, that's what we have to do. We have to adjust. So, as you see right here, you're going to hit the line. And all it is look, count them. Let's count them down. Look. 1, 2, 3, because I'm registered as a blitzer. 4, 5, 6. There's 6 people coming. And now how many linemen? 1. I can't go from 2. You see it's 5 linemen. I tried to break it down real simply because y'all be slandering me. But as you see, there's 5 linemen. All right. Now, if he's sending all 5 out, now you say, okay, well, look. That's a great blitz concept right there, because it looks like the flat's covered. I'm coming off the line. If that person hasn't made a quick read to either hit the flat over the left or the seam right here, guess what? That's a win. We're going to get a sack. And that's what you have to do, adjust. Okay? So now that we understand, okay, we're going to have to send more people than they are blocking to get pressured. Can we agree on that concept? We're going to have to send more people than they are blocking to get concept. And with us blitzing our user and hitting the line, we are giving the illusion of sending 6. I repeat, we are giving the illusion of sending 6. But we're only sending 5. But when you take your user and hit the line, understand you have to be able to have stick and bounce up off that block so you can get back and cover the middle and cover where your holes are. When you blitz, trust your zones. I wish I could have something to highlight and put these things down. The key to blitzing. Number 1, send more people than they are blocking. Whether it be the illusion or actually sending more. Excuse me. Number 2, trust your defensive adjustments, your zones, what you've put out there. And that's it. You have to trust because if you're blitzing, okay, and you put somebody in a flat and you know that you have somebody in the flat and you don't have nothing over the middle. Let's say this is your defense right here. Okay? This is the defense you actually called. Okay? Most people don't trust their actual defense. Like, here it is, for example. Now, I'm going to put a post over here, flat route over here, okay? And I'm going to go flat route, corner route, okay? Now, where do you think I need to go? Do I need to go to the flat? No, I don't. If he hikes this ball, I hit the line, I come back. I need to be hauling tail straight down the middle. Because why? Because I have to trust my zones. Yes, this dude is open. He's open. But I don't care that he's open. Because at the end of the day, my vert is supposed to be there. I probably don't have my hook zones on the right zone drop to get my hooks there. But at the end of the day, I have to know that even if he catches that, that's just a 5-yard dot. I can't go over here and take my user and play this because I see that my zone drop is wrong. No, I have to haul bananas to get back here and cover this post because why? I know that my responsibility is deep middle of the field and middle of the field. So you have to be able to trust your zones. I see a lot of people when they blitz, they do not trust their zones. They're running somewhere where they already have covered. If they're doing a man blitz and they got a purple on the left side, they're running over there to the purple, letting another crosser go by them to the right, knowing that they don't have any zone drops to the right. Trust your zones. If they get cooked, they get cooked. But at the end of the day, if you go where you're not supposed to be and they make the right read, you're guaranteed cooked. Guaranteed cooked. So trust your zones. And that's what I mean. You saw me hit the line. Hit the line, blitz is coming. I'm trying to haul tail and get back there. Now, of course, you know, we do everything on full mutt. So I would have Isaiah Simmons running back there with 97 speed, and I'm making a play. I'm making a play, because that's what user does. Make a play. All right? So, trust your zones. Trust your zones that you set up. All right? Now that we've got to the basics, make sure the basics of blitzing, sending more people than they are blocking, trusting your zones, giving the illusion of sending more people than they are blocking. Okay? Now, all right, user, I understand that. 6, send more than they're blocking. Trust my zones. How do I actually put good zone concepts? Good zone concepts is just the same. It's the same artwork of offense. You ever see people, and well, sometimes people put bad route combinations. I'm gonna show you exactly what a bad route combination is. Here's a bad route combination. All right. Now, you're doing an out route over here, a corner. Okay. Doing a corner over here, and you're doing a slant over here. Okay. But you're doing a corner from the slot. Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna reset the play. Slant from over there, corner from the slot, right here. Okay. This is a bad route combination. Why is this a bad route combination? Because it's not really a bad route combination, but it's not great. Because I'm in bunch, imagine if this guy was right here. All right. That's a bad route combination, because guess what? When I hike the ball, both of these guys are going to end up being in the same area around the same time. You see that? That's a bad route combination. You do not want routes running in the same area. I just drew that play up to show you a bad route combination. You say, well, look, I wasn't expecting that. But by the time he runs his route, that user can really play both of those. You never want two guys in the same area. And so that's the same concept of having great route combination is the same thing on defense. Having good defensive zone combinations. Trust your zones when you set them up. I'm going to give you an example. So if I'm playing bunch, right? Okay, I'm playing bunch. I want to let it hang. What's a good combination? Bunch is great because it's compact. It's compact for people to get open. You can't press it. That's really what the whole concept of bunch was. Now, if I'm playing bunch, how would I blitz it? I would put this guy in a flat right here if I'm worried about corners. If I'm not worried about corners, and and the thing about, you have to be able to adjust to what your opponent is doing. If your opponent is attacking the flats, then we're going to need to blitz like a cover 2 concept and cover the middle of the field and have 2 flats out there, 2 blues. But if the person isn't attacking the flats, okay? The person really isn't attacking the flats. And a lot of people don't understand how valuable, a lot of people don't understand how valuable, attacking the flats and attacking every area of the field, how that opens up the offense in blitzing. Because it's so hard as a blitzer to play somebody that is attacking every area of the field. They're attacking the flats. They're attacking the mid-range curl. They're attacking the corners. They're pressing deep. So you got to understand the type of caliber of player you're playing and being able to adjust to that. If the player is not, the worst person a blitzer can play is somebody who's willing to take the short and underneath. If you're playing somebody who's willing to take the short and underneath, I'm going to tell you right now, stop blitzing. Right now. Because if you're playing somebody like a ghost who's who's predicated on taking this short. They pride themselves in having 15-play drives of dink and dunking you. You're not going to be successful as a blitzer. Not saying not to mix it in, but I'm just saying it's going to be very difficult for you to get a stop. And it's frustrating for me, so it might be frustrating for you as well. So you want to be able to understand if someone's attacking the flats and attacking the field short, that's not a good turn to be blitzing. You might want to switch to man and start mixing in your coverage. But, all right. So if they're attacking the flats, that's how you want to blitz. You want to have your cover twos out there. If they're not attacking the flats, which I love, one of the best things you see me do when I blitz, man, is I'll sit there and I'll blitz like this. And this is just sending a doghouse, you know what I'm saying? And I would do something like if this was nickel, I would put this dude in a I'm gonna reset it so he's in a vert. Okay, so he's in a vert. Now imagine that. That's the same concept now. Okay, we're still sending more than we should. Now if they're not attacking the flats, and this is what I mean. What if the person was running like flood? Okay, they're running flood. And I'm gonna give a makeshift flood here, okay? All right, they're running flood. Okay? They're running flood and they are sending this dude out and they're blocking the running back. I've sent more people than he's blocking. Okay? I take this guy, the safety, I'm giving the illusion of sending more people. You know, we'll get this guy up on the line if we were in something else. Now, he's not going to attack the flats. Now, let's not look at the flats. If he doesn't look at the A route, all right, he's looking for the other stuff. Boom, we back up. He screamed at. And that's what we mean by blitz concept. Now, if I was in 3-3-5 wide, this linebacker would be on the line and it would be way more pressure than what it was. But because he's not, you see, one of us is free, but I just chose to run back. But look at that. If he's looking downfield, he's under pressure. He's going to have to throw that in his cover. But what most people don't understand is the flats is open. The flats is open. So you have to be able to mix that up. So I'm gonna go to a 3-3-5 wide to give you a better concept of what I mean by that, you know, about putting more pressure on them. We're just going to go with the simple Mike blitz. Go back to the bunch. I'm actually going to run the actual flood this time instead of trying to makeshift it. Okay, here's the flood. Now, same thing, okay? This you see that, right? Now, you can do that. Now, if you see they're blocking the running back, let's send another person. I know they're blocking the running back. I'm going to block the running back. I'm going to send another person. So now, watch this. Since I know that they're blocking the running back, I'm going to send another person. Let's knock the batteries completely out. If I know that they're sending another person, I'm sending another person because they're blocking the running back. I'm going to send another person. And like now you'll see, and if they don't go to the flats, first thing I'm gonna do is I might have to do control select door. I'm not too sure. It is. Okay, here we go. It's because I knocked the batteries out. I couldn't hike it. I'm asleep. I know I'm asleep. Just give me a second, fellas. Don't slander me, man. Don't slander me. I take enough slander about how I do videos and all that anyway. Just let me live. All right, here we go. Back to it. All right. I see that they're blitzing. I'm going to send that extra blitzer, the nickel back, okay? Now, because I know they're blocking their running back. So if I know they're blocking their running back, you'll see users kind of be like, okay, well, I'm going to play right here. All right. So now, guess what? When they block their running back, we're going to hit the line, boom, bounce back to right there, and you see it's bagged. It's bagged. They're getting screamed at. And that's what you want to do. It's adjusting. He blocked more people. So what did I do? What did I do? He blocked more people. I sent more people. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the illusion of 4 is my user. 5. All right. 6, 7 with the nickelback. 7 with the nickelback, as you see. All right. And that's where you are. You hit the line, you get back with your user, and we and you both know if they throw that ball to that out route with the user, and I got Isaiah Simmons, that's a book. But he's up under pressure anyway. And as you see, the backside is covered. But what's the weakness? The flats. The flats. So that's why you got to make sure, it's a risk reward. And that's what I mean by you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't expect to say, okay, well, I'm blitzing and everything in the bag. Something is open. There's something always open. A great concept to beat blitzing is this simple route combo right here. This is a great simple route combo. You know what I'm saying? I know he's not I know he's not blocking the running back. So when a person does that, they can simply read the user. Okay, if he goes to the flat, take the in route. Boom, go right behind him. So remember, it's not a guaranteed win because you're blitzing. You're blitzing hoping to put that person under pressure, that they don't make the right read at the right time. And if that works, you can end up getting turnovers. You can end up getting turnovers of making the right read, making the right adjustment at the right time. And so those are some of the blitzes. It's okay to mix those things up. And here's another blitz zone concept. When you're running, when you're playing this, being able to mix up your concept of blitzing and understand, hey, this is what I'm willing to give up. What I'm willing to give up. If they start max protecting, understand that, okay, if they're max protecting, maybe I don't need to send as many people. Maybe I need to start dropping people with coverage and let my linemen go to work and having more people with coverage. It's called adjusting to the adjustments. Another thing you can do that'll help you out on your blitzing. And as a matter of fact, let me hop into the 4-3 because I really wanted to show the guy the same thing in the 4-3 real quick. Oh, I don't even have 4-3, whatever. It's the same thing, 4-3 even. It's the same concept no matter what you pick. We're going to go with Mike Blitz. It's the same concept. This 4-3 even 1, whatever this cub is, it's the same concept. Send more people than they are blocking, okay? That's it. Send more people than they are blocking, all right? Now, what would I do? What would I do in this situation? If I'm man and I know we blitzing like that, first thing I would do is put this guy, man him up with the tight end, and put him about right there. All right. Same thing. All right. Send the running back out. You see, you're gonna hit the line. Boom. Got to get out there. Okay. Hit the line. You're giving the illusion. Get out there. If you know you gotta play the flats, toughest thing I see people do, they know they have to cover the flats. Like for instance, that was a bad adjustment by me. The best adjustment in this formation, guess what? It's probably put him right there, and I go cover the running back. See what I'm saying? I go cover the tight end. I'll put him on the running back, and I will go cover the tight end. Because it's harder for me. Look at the play. Can you really think I can hit the line right here and then make it out to that table route? Nah, man. That's a little tough. But maybe I could hit this line and hit this tight end. I believe so. Especially since that tight end and the linebacker in this formation is lined up over there. So I would be closer out this way. I probably would even come about to right here. And this is what I mean by it's just simple concepts. All right. I'm going to hit the line and go get the tight end. It's the same thing. Boom. Tight end. That's it. It's real simple. The illusion of 6, and that's what the benefit is of hitting the line. Hitting the line sends the illusion that you're sending another person and you go out. And if they don't make that snap read, If they don't make that snap read, now you see that guy, he covers the table. You know, they don't make that snap read, guess what? They're under pressure. That's a sack. That's a sack. So I hope this video will help y'all with the concept of blitzing. I try not to run too long on these videos. I could touch up more and go in more depth, but basically I wanted to break down the concept of blitzing. The concept of, you know, sending more people than they are blocking. Trust your zones and your adjustments. If you're going to run man blitz, always shade up. Always shade up until you get about to the 15 or 20. What is shade up? Shade up is not pressing your defense. For instance, I'm going to show you if this, I'm pressing right here on the outside. And if I beat him off the press, which he does, you know what I'm saying, which I thought he did, but Mike Evans is slow. But if you pressing, you can get beat, especially in regs. So make sure you shade up. How do you shade up, user? You press Y, then you press Y, then you press up on the right stick. See there where it says over top? Up on the right stick, over top. That's how you shade up. So now when I shade up, I know I'm not going to get beat over. I'm not going to get beat over top because that's what the coverage is. Shade over top, and now you see they won't press. See how he didn't press? No one's going to throw that. But now when you don't press, that leaves things open up underneath. So like I said, it's adjusting to the adjusting. If you're blitzing in man, remember, boys, if you're blitzing in man, do not press. Do not leave them. Make sure you shade up until they get to the 20 or 15 yards. So it doesn't matter if you get beat on the press. They won't have that much of a window to throw a bomb or streak. They won't have that much field. Okay, that's what a lot of pros do. Because you see right now, I just pressed down and I didn't shade up, and you're gonna see they're gonna press every time. And now he's pressed, you know. But I got beat with the blitz right there. But you don't wanna press, because if you get beat over top as soon as you get a sack, you know, a hike streak, you know, you just hike the ball and they throw a streak. You don't want to give that up. That's a free play that you don't want to give up. Make sure that you're shading over top. Once again, if you're running the man blitz and you press, make sure you're shading over top. That's Y, and then up on the right stick over top. Up on the right stick over top. Those are the blitzing concepts from zone to man. Zone to man. If you're going to be blitzing in full mutt and you're running a lot of man, use the one steps with acrobats. They're going to give you the best man coverage to make sure your man guys play better. And remember, it's simple numbers. Don't make it hard. If you got 3 one steps, that means who do you going to have? You're going to have 2 receivers that don't have it, which most likely is going to be the tight end and the running back. It's not really hard. You know what I'm saying? It's 3 receivers at all times. I mean, there's 5 receivers. You got 3 one steps. 2 people aren't going to be covered by one steps and a acro, so you're going to have to basically take your user and worry about the tight end and the running back. So make sure you shade up whenever you're blitzing. I hope y'all enjoyed that video. Remember, once again, this is the concept of blitzing, sending more people than they are blocking. Always blitz your user when you're running around. It doesn't matter if you're in coverage or not. Always blitz a user, because when you blitz a user, you can maneuver better, but not to mention it helps you when you're hitting the line. Okay? And trust your zones. Trust whatever you put up out there. If you shade it over top, trust it. If it happens, fluke, somehow your dude gets beat or they get a crazy animation, it happens. Y'all saw the game versus Poison and I forgot the guy he played, but Poison, I think it was Poison and J-Wall. Poison threw it up with Moss and caught it over 2 people. It happens. You just got to deal with it, come back, and still trust your defense. You can't get upset because something fluky happened. Trust your defense. Go back at it, and maybe next time they won't get that fluky animation. You'll get that big boy interception turnover that you was planning for. And I hope you guys like this video. As always, subscribe to HuddleGG. Let me know if you liked it in the comments. I know I ran kind of long on this video. I apologize for that. And go to my YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube. It's absolutely free on all YouTube, man. OneGreatUser. I appreciate it. Catch you boys later.